Hello guys, thank you so much for giving me your time today. I am so thankful and I promise it will be worth it because today I'm gonna offer you kind of just what's going on in my mind. And yes, check this out. I came to work like this. That's right. I actually am feeling very happy because I love the fact that I get out of the shower and I let my hair dry and this is what freaking happens. No, it has not been this lovely and curly my whole life, and it is because I straightened my hair so much in my life, and all of that straightening really made my curls just not ringlets in the way that they were supposed to be. So as a person who straightened her hair all her life and never loved and accepted her hair the way it was, today is a very good day, and especially these days, because it feels so good to finally explore and experience a true love for myself that is not altered. I want to make this very clear from the beginning. I am in no way condoning or advocating against expressing yourself, whether that includes straightening your hair, putting on makeup, having tattoos, body modifications. In no way am I advocating against that, and in every way am I supporting and loving that expression. All I am saying is I'm speaking for myself, a girl who, I'm gonna have to find a picture for you guys, because back in high school I dyed my hair a lot. It was actually much lighter and kind of bleached blonde. I wore extensions to make my hair look like it was past my, like close to my belly button length. And I wore a lot of extensions, and I did my hair every day. So I took about an hour and a half every single morning to get ready. And for me, I think even with all of that effort to beautify myself, putting on the makeup, the smoky eye, the eyebrows, putting on an entire mask of makeup so that you can't see a single pore on my face, all of this effort still left me feeling alone, ugly, not enough, and it also hurt me that I had to put in this much effort in order for me to feel okay with myself and to go out in public. So I think this is really alarming for me, and I think this is something worth looking at, because I look at myself today and I am relatively happy with who I am and how I look, and I actually have drifted very far from what I used to do in order to get ready. Today I got a pretty bare face. My hair is like a mess, and honestly, like I'm gonna be honest, still to this day, this isn't my favorite look. I do appreciate putting on some makeup, let me tell you, just because I feel like it really enhances just my features, and I love it. I love makeup, and I would never stop wearing it. You know, sometimes I actually don't wear makeup. Like today, I'm not wearing any makeup. I only have some lip color on. But I do think that for me and myself, I have struggled with self-esteem and self-image my entire life. And it still creeps into my life right now. But I have come so far from where I was that I'm very happy, and I am celebrating in victory, because it hurts so much to get up and look at yourself and not feel enough. And I'm not speaking on behalf of any generation or people younger than me and expressing that they have it worse. No, but I do want to say that I have fear for the amount of social media and what is defined as beautiful and how it influences young girls today. Because even as a 23-year-old, I keep saying I'm 23 and I'm not 23 yet. How weird is that? I'm 22. As a 22-year-old, I still struggle with it. I still very much struggle with social media and just the way that it influences my mind, my self-image. And so for that very reason, I still have to like kind of stay away and not look at it so much, because then I get into a bad mindset where I'm comparing myself. I then think I'm not good enough. I think I'm not pretty enough. I think my body isn't like damn enough. And it really sucks, because then that inhibits me from being my best, because I'm over here so self-conscious and having like the worst shit self-esteem. And you know, it could be as easy as, well, just stop looking on the social media. I obviously know that I'm not supposed to compare myself to others, and I obviously know that pretty much every picture is filtered, and I obviously should know that I don't need to be looking at others and comparing myself, especially, you know, physically, especially the way we look. I already have this knowledge that we were all born different, and we are all unique, and we all have flaws, and we should embrace them, and you should be you. But why is it that with all of this knowledge, I still struggle with self-esteem? It's a great question. And the only thing I can really think of is, I mean, it's just the influence. It's like, even though I know all of this stuff, the influence and the popularity and just the demand for perfection, it influences us every day, even though we have the knowledge that perfection doesn't exist. What I'm saying right now is kind of just a rant. It's not really structured. I'm not trying to really say anything other than my opinion. But I do want to come out and say that I really am trying to figure out how to open up a platform for us to talk more. I really want to talk about this and just how it makes me feel, really. It's kind of like wanting to sit down at a table and talk with all your friends about these things and how it makes you feel. Well, this stuff really gets to me, guys, and being a YouTuber, I have to really make a choice consistently of whether or not I'm gonna feed into just negative, self-conscious emotions. I can easily stand up here and say, well, I don't have the best self-esteem and I'm not very confident. But in ways I am, and I am very confident, and I do have good self-esteem. But I can honestly tell you guys, when I get on Instagram and I scroll for about, let's just say an average 10 minutes. When I put my phone down, every time I feel numb, I feel like my mind is so fed with what looks good and what is liked and what is admired that I then can't help but not see any of those qualities in myself. My self-confidence plummets and my self-esteem just goes freaking to the dump. And I hate it, and it makes me so sad, because I think, wow, am I really that brittle of a person that I feel so bad about myself every time I look on Instagram? Like, what the heck is going on here? This is like a question that I have, and it's a mystery, and I don't understand. And if the only resolution is, well, you don't have very good self-esteem, and you're not a very confident person, and I need to work on that, well, shit, that I guess is something I can accept. But honestly, I look at myself naturally. I observe children. I observe self-confidence, right? I observe self-esteem. And I look at myself. And when I really naturally think of myself, I don't think of myself as a person who struggles with self-esteem or how I look. I don't feel that, or do I see that. But then something happens when I get on Instagram, and it's like I lose all of that. I don't feel confident, and I almost feel irrelevant. And I almost feel like I don't got the pout lips, I don't got the high cheekbones, I don't got the matte look, I don't got the perfect, like, highlighted, contoured face. Like, I don't got it. I don't got the thick eyebrows. Like, that's all I can think about when I'm on Instagram is I don't have this, I don't have that. Some, you know, of course, there are accounts that do inspire me and make me want to be a better version of myself and motivate me to get into the gym or take better care of my skin. But ultimately, I guess coming from a girl where self-image was everything to her, and now I'm trying to get away from that, and I've actually really come far, I still feel it knocking at my door sometimes, and I'm still struggling with self-image and just how to just embrace what I am and to not focus on how things look. Everything is so much deeper than what it looks like. And I just have to preach this to myself, I guess, every day. I mean, that's the only solution I have. But I'm really making this video to reach out. I want to reach out to anybody who watches this. And if you guys feel me on any sort of level, if you think anything about what I'm talking about, this topic about self-esteem and Instagram and just how it influences us, I would love to hear what you have to say. I would love to connect and have a conversation, and just, I really want to get into the minds of other people and see what is working for you. Is there something that's working for you when you get these emotions? Do you get these emotions? It's really kind of just not a cry for help, but a cry for knowledge, a cry for information. I'm 22 years old, and still to this day, I struggle with these things that I feel like are so petty and so meaningless that I want to be better, and I'm coming from a place of wanting to grow. I want to grow, and I want to have a better perspective on this topic. I want to have a more healthier outlook on Instagram and my self-esteem and my self-confidence. I've read hundreds of Google articles on this topic, and it's like all of the information is pretty much the same, but none of it really sticks. So in my mind, there's not a solution yet. So that's all I really got for you. Thank you so much for watching, and please reach out and let me know what you think about this, because I am dying to know. And also, if you are like me in any way and, you know, just kind of want to be natural sometimes, I really encourage you to let yourself be free. You know, of course I still wear makeup, and of course I still do my hair, and of course I still get done up sometimes. But sometimes it feels so good to just be you in your natural state and say, fuck it all, because I don't need to look a certain way to get what I want out of this world, and I don't need to look a certain way for other people or to feel accepted or to feel beautiful. I'm not saying I'm gonna look like a scrub every day, but I am saying that, you know, maybe I don't need the colored lips and the, you know, big looking eyes to feel beautiful. So that's my rant for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think. Take care.